Good morning from Wrocław, Poland, one of the most beautiful cities on the planet. I probably mispronounced that name, but I digress. My point is, Poland is one of the most slept-on tourist destinations there is because of how affordable it is, how beautiful the cities are, the girls are smoking hot, and it has a very vibrant up-and-coming car scene. And well, that's why I'm here. Well, I'm here for all of those reasons, but today's video is about Ultrace 2024, one of Europe's biggest and best car shows. Something that's been on my personal bucket list for many years, and today I'm giving you a full tour of one of the best car shows that you could ever attend. Put this on your bucket list. Welcome to Ultrace 2024. Shout out to the guys at Ultrace for hooking me up with a last minute media pass. We're starting here at the entrance of the event. We're gonna make our way around the stadium. One thing that you will learn is there are a lot of amazing vets here, from C8s to even stanced out classic Corvettes like C4s. And there's actually a C3 here that is possibly my favorite car of the event. And I'll show you that very soon. Something else that's very unique to this event is the amount of show car Ferraris. This is something that, well, because of the cost of these things, you generally don't see them slammed on air ride and stanced out at most car shows. But here in Ultrace, it's actually kind of common, which is crazy. Fun fact, this was my first car. My first car ever was a 1988 Honda Prelude SI with four-wheel steering. My dad bought it from auction with a blown-up transmission, and we swapped the transmission. And it's very cool to see this generation Prelude here represented at Ultrace. But honestly, this thing, when I walked in yesterday and I saw this sitting here, it blew my mind. Yes, this has a Dodge Viper engine in it, and wow. If I'm not mistaken, I've actually seen this car footage from SEMA last year, but it was actually built in Sweden. I said the C3 Corvette that I'm going to show you later is honestly like my personal favorite car build at this event, but this is probably, like, as far as build quality and just how insane it is, this probably has to take home best of show. Look at this R8. So this is another vehicle. You're gonna see a lot of these R8s here as far as show cars. There's actually another one over here. And this portion of the event, it is chaos. As far as the quality of builds at this event, it's one of the best I've ever seen in a car show. This classic BMW, I think this is the E21. This like dedicated, well, race-inspired show car was just finished. And I talked to the guys that built this. They're based here in Poland. And as a lot of you guys know, I'm gonna be spending a month here in Poland. So I'm gonna be able to visit their shop and possibly take a ride in this car. So make sure you're subscribed to see that. But yeah, this R8 right here, probably one of the sickest R8 show cars I've ever seen, covered in carbon. I love the Volson multi-piece wheels, love the wing. Of course, it's in one of Audi's best colors, Suzuka gray. It's just an absolutely sick car. But what is going on here, bro? Look at this. Like, this is another vehicle that I walked in yesterday, and when I saw this, my brain just melted because I can't believe that this vehicle is sitting here. Are you kidding me? What? It's a Holy Hall Group 5 race car sitting here at Ultrace. This is what I'm saying. The level of builds at this show are just so insane, so over the top. It's mind-blowing how nice the cars are here. All these guys, this entire thing is just a whole like fleet of Jägermeister cars. You know, there's not a lot of JDM cars here at Ultrace. It definitely leans heavy toward European car builds, but you do have an R34, an R33, there's another R34 there, and then there is another R34 there. I was just saying there's not a lot of JDM cars here. The ones that are here are super, super nice. Beautiful Mark IV Supra on the BBS LM stock body, the way a Supra should be. This guy brought out a freaking Mercedes limousine that has been stanced out and done VIP style. Yeah, be prepared. This is going to be a long video because the amount of car builds we have to work our way through at this event is crazy. Like this right here, this would be like a top tier build at pretty much any car show around the world. And don't get me wrong, it's absolutely sick, but it's just in the sea of insane cars. Beautiful R34. This right here, this Ferrari, oh my God. Like, dude, this blows my mind that this is here. Like, look at that. That is insane. How cool is that Ferrari? Yes, we are in Poland, not Japan, but yet this is the Liberty Walk Countach, and it is here in attendance at Ultrace 2024. Yes, they brought this thing from Tokyo to Poland. If they can bring this from Japan, I can bring cream pie from Thailand. Hands down, I have to do it. Another stanced out Ferrari air ride. You're gonna notice the bumpers are all carbon, just absolutely fully restored, perfect paint, perfect stance. Hawaii? Is that for real? Did that really come from Hawaii? I do know there is a couple cars that came from the US. This Ford is definitely not one of them. These two vehicles here are things that my American mind just cannot comprehend. I absolutely love the color on this E30. Beautiful color, love the BBS RSs, stanced out perfect, full restoration. One of many super, super nice E30s on the property here today. Look at this Audi next to this. I don't even think I've ever seen one of these Audis in real life. Speaking of Audis, see what I'm talking about? Look at this. Holy crap, look at this Quattro race car. That thing is insane. Definitely one of the nicer FD RX-7s that are here today. And there are actually a lot of FDs here. The FD seems like the most popular Japanese platform, at least at this event. This one's really nice. Personally, the best thing about it is the Bass Boat Flake. Remember what I said about it's crazy to see that Ferrari stanced out, slammed Ferrari show cars are a popular thing at Ultrace? Another one. What? Like, it would blow my mind to see one slammed Ferrari show car at an event. Here, there's like 10 of them. What is up with all the Ferraris and the US plates? Dade County? What? Are these really brought in from the US? Beautiful wide body Acura NSX. And is this an Acura NSX here? I mean, it does have an Acura badge on it, but at least most places in the world, this is a Honda NSX. Benny, who owns this, is one of my Thai buddies, but he actually lives here in Europe. He just bought this from Japan. This is an actual legit D1 drift car that competed like a decade ago. He purchased it, redid it, and now it's his street car here in Europe. Nice. Super famous E36 coupe. I know you guys have seen this car before. Absolutely love it. I really dig how it has different wheels, front and rear. It has the aero disc in the front and then the massive deep dish in the rear. One of the nicest BMWs here at Ultrace. I was here yesterday, but the crowds were just too crazy to attempt to make this video, so I'm here super early this morning. And when I walked past this RWB yesterday, I didn't even notice the fact that the fenders aren't standard RWB like wide body fenders. They're actually made out of carbon. Another one of my favorite vehicles is this Chevy 3100 from Auto Finesse. This thing is incredibly clean, full restoration. I love the front side pipes on it. This is definitely one of my top 5 builds here at Ultrace, because if you know me, I just love classic Chevrolet pickup trucks. I just think they are the definition of cool. Like, seriously, I was drooling over this thing like all day yesterday. Everybody else was staring at the Lambo, and I was like, dude, forget the Lambo. Look at that Chevy 3100. E92 M3, E36 coupe, another one of these Audis. Look at the GTI. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's not just the quality of the builds at Ultrace, it's the quantity of the quality builds at Ultrace. It's totally insane. And like I said, I'm not really a show car guy, but the difference in this event is the fact that you have race cars on display as show cars. This is the Fat International Porsche race car. I don't know too much about it, but seeing this on display at a car show is super cool. And I mean, even over here in the sea of Porsches, you even have a 911 rally car. Like, Wow, that's crazy that this is actually sitting here. The SC Safari car sitting next to the Porsche 959. Like, dude, this goes so incredibly deep. Like, if I covered every car at this event, look at the tri-spokes. That's pretty cool. If I covered every car at this event, everything from GT3 RSs, air-cooled 911s, look at the gold STO Lambo. Like, if I covered every single car, we would be here for hours. What is going on with this? What? Saab? I've never seen this vehicle in my life. Oh my God, that thing is crazy. And then look behind it. It's a 392 Charger on Volsons that's completely slammed. The Nismo 370Z, for those that don't know, I had a 2019 white Nismo 370Z, exactly like that one. I mean, it wasn't on air ride, it was more set up for like mountain runs and like track days, but that one's super nice. Have you ever, so look at this van. This Toyota, is this a Senna? Dude, that thing is so incredibly baller. That gives the Alfords in Thailand a run for their money. Once again, what I said, how many slammed Ferrari show cars are at this event? This is crazy to see. Sitting next to a beautiful Porsche 911. Look at the new M2. Holy, wow. Is it time for us to have a conversation? Have they grown on you? Do you actually like the new M2s now? When I look at that one, I hate to admit that I actually like it. I've seen multiple YouTube videos about this car. I know it's from California, I know it's from the US, but I can't remember who built this like Mustang inspired, like, I don't know, is it a kit car? I don't even know what you call it. But I'm pretty sure it's custom tube chassis with like full carbon body, and it's like an insane custom car that's built in California. When I was here yesterday, they were like revving the hell out of it, and of course it threw a massive crowd. Beautiful classic Mercedes. Again, not just the quality, but the quantity of builds here is crazy. Check out this Volkswagen wagon. There's an air ride, cage, nice seats. The only MR2 here at Ultrace, and this thing is super clean. I love the white with the polished SSRs. So you not only have this classic Mercedes, but you have a white one over here and then a black one here as well. These Mercedes are extremely popular here in Poland. And me personally, I think these things are super cool. I've actually been looking at purchasing one of these in Thailand because of how cheap they are. You can buy one of these in Thailand, done like this, fully restored, new paint, air ride, everything ready to roll for like 15,000 US dollars. And it's such a cool cruiser. I talked to these guys yesterday with this white BMW E30. I really love the white sugar livery on it. From what I get, this is, I think, a cigarette company. I talked to this guy yesterday as well, and he's attended every Ultrace for the past 12 years. Every single event. This car is really, really nice. I like the blue with the magnesium blue advance and the yellow calipers. Good morning, bro. I followed the guy that owns this car on Instagram in this super clean 6 Series. These are some of probably the coolest like retro BMWs you can buy. Unfortunately, the prices on them have totally skyrocketed over the past like decade, and they've got to the point where they're kind of unaffordable to most people, especially in Thailand. In Thailand, one of these cars is like seriously well over 100,000 US dollars. So most of you know I'm actually staying in Krakow, Poland for a month. I rented an apartment there, and I met this guy that has this really nice E92 M3. He actually lives in Krakow as well. He's pretty big on Instagram. I think he has like 250,000 followers. Another slammed R8. Again, this is crazy, dude. The amount of Audi R8 and Ferrari show cars, and even AMG GT show cars that you see at this event. This is what makes this event so incredibly special, is because you see cars like this built into custom show cars that you generally don't see anywhere else in the world. So Larry is here interviewing the guys from Night Ride, who are pretty much the most popular Polish automotive influencers. They built this crazy van that's powered by a 600cc Yamaha motorbike. The motorbike is mounted in the back of the van, and it's literally direct drive to the rear wheels. It's crazy. And they're gonna start it for us. I think we have a battery issue that they're trying to resolve. I think that's what's going on here.
I love how unhinged they are. They're just like, let's start it in the middle of the show.
Poland is kind of like a free-for-all.
Yeah.
It actually kind of reminds me of Thailand a little bit, where like nobody cares. Oh. What RPM was that?
No idea. I pressed it like 70% maybe. Okay, one more time. I can go more, but that's it.
Okay, I'm moving back because that was, he said that was 70% RPM. I don't want to. That thing's crazy, bro. They were saying a Polish dude used that van for 40 years to transport dead deer carcasses after he would go hunting before they bought the van and turned it into that crazy thing. What a wild piece of machinery. Very nice Liberty Walk Mark V Supra. I said there wasn't a lot of JDM cars, and there was just a lot of European and BMW cars here. You can crack your own jokes there in the comments below. Look at that. Yaris GR. That's definitely something that you guys do not see often in the US. And it has a Pandem wide body kit on it. It is my Pandem brother. Just has 3 cylinders instead of 8. Look at this crazy stuff here. Insane Liberty Walk wide body Aventador with this crazy livery on it. And then they have the R35 GTR, the matching livery next to it. I don't know what this like rat rod, hot rod thing is here. Absolutely no idea. If you know, please let me know in the comments below. But it's definitely cool. I think it's probably the only vehicle here that actually has rust on it. Love the Nissan Z car. Most of you guys know I've owned multiple Zs, 2 350Zs and a white Nismo 370Z. But these days, where my heart lives is the classic retro cars, and I would love to buy one of these classic 240Zs eventually. But like many cars of that generation, they've kind of just gotten out of control on the pricing. As you can probably tell, I'm filming most of this B-roll later in the day, and I didn't even realize that there was this entire section over here that is completely full of custom cars as well. And there's also an entire dedicated drift space here at Ultrace as well. Dude, this event, next level. Seriously, put this one on your bucket list. Another thing that you're going to see here quite often is really, really clean GTIs. I actually still own a GTI back in the US. I own a Mark 7 GTI, but once again, the classic retro ones are just so much cooler than the newest version. And this is a prime example of that. And of course, you do have the classic, well, our S15's classic JDM cars these days. Regardless, this trio of Silvias are super clean. You even have a Miata here, which this is something that I haven't seen much at this event. I think there's maybe 1 or 2. Oh look, we do have another vehicle here that actually has some rust on it. It's a Volkswagen Bug, a classic Bug. Oh, guys, look at that. Volkswagen Corrado. Corrado? Or is that a Scirocco? It is. It's a Corrado. I saw the badge. But I mean, even this. Look at the big body Benz 140 slammed with the AMG big brake kit. Dude, that is cool. Bro, look at the size difference between this and that. I don't even know what the hell that is. I've never seen one of those in my life, but it's so incredibly adorable. And I also don't know what this is. This is definitely not a Harlequin Golf. It is definitely not a Volkswagen at all. I don't even know what the hell it is, but it is pretending to be a Harlequin Golf. Again, with the E30s, look at this charcoal gray BMW E30 M3, custom seats, caged, carbon lip. This thing is absolutely beautiful. When I'm in Thailand, I guess because Thailand is just so close to Japan, it's very much like a JDM scene. You see so many Skylines and Supras. But here at Ultrace, it is I mean, don't get me wrong, you do see them. You know, even here, Toyota Chaser, GT86. Again, another R34 sedan. But man, this place is heavily dominated by Mercedes, Volkswagen, and BMW. That's for sure. And for me, I mean, don't get me wrong. I grew up loving JDM cars, and I still love JDM cars. But it's refreshing just to see something different and experience a different type of car build. But I said earlier that one of my favorite, currently one of my favorite JDM cars is the classic Datsun Zs. Look at this guy's setup. What the hell is going on here? And man, that orange Z is super, super clean. See, this is what I'm saying. See this? The new M3? Yes, it has grown on me quite a lot with its massive nostrils, but you can't deny the fact that this is way, way cooler. I just absolutely love the retro German builds that you have here at Ultrace. There's so many of them, and they're so incredibly good. Check out this Liberty Walk RX-7 FD. This is definitely one of the crazier FD RX-7s here at Ultrace. And well, I just love the teal livery on it. It's super dope. I mean, this is what I'm saying, guys. If I was to show you every build here at this event, we would be here for hours, bro. This is already going to be an extremely long video, but I got to skip through some of these cars. This stock body red E30 is so extremely clean. There's a lot of very nice Supras here, but really definitely the star of the show are the BMW M cars. And here, it's time to show you guys, honestly, I legitimately came to Poland to see this car. This is the MAP tuning C3 Corvette that is fully restored, custom wide body, on air ride, perfectly stanced, full of carbon. This car is absolutely unreal. I've seen this car on Instagram for years, and I absolutely love it. So here's the thing. My dad is a massive car enthusiast. He's been a car guy my entire life, and he tends to buy and sell a lot of cars. But one car that he's owned for legitimately 30 plus years is a red Chevrolet Corvette C3. And that's the car that my dad has. It's red with red interior with a 4-speed manual that he just refuses to sell. And it's something that I will eventually own. And seeing this car built this way with the memories I have of my dad's vet, me personally, because of that experience, this is my favorite car here at Ultrace 2024. So I met two other Americans yesterday. These guys own this E92 M3 wagon and this Resto Mod Porsche 911. Yes, it's a E92 M3 wagon. I know those don't exist, but the guy made his own. The Porsche 911 is from CSF Radiators, proper full restoration and very tastefully modified. It's a really, really nice car. Yeah, they shipped them both from California here to Poland just for Ultrace. So many dope builds. Look at this. That is what? A Jetta wagon with a Golf R32 front end. with Porsche 911 wheels, I think. Look at this Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Like when I think of a Ford Escort, I definitely don't think of this. It's so weird that Ford made stuff like that and they sold them here in Europe, but we never got them in the US. Is this a Lincoln Continental? How cool is that thing? There's way more R32 Golfs here than there are R32 Skyline GTRs. Dude, C5 Corvette on OZ Futuras. Most Americans will absolutely hate this because you shouldn't stance a Corvette, right? I mean, come on, man. C5 Corvette has leaf springs. Let's slam that thing on some OZ Futuras. Porsche. 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 There's just so many Porsches here. Again, I guess that makes sense because you're just so close to Germany. What is going on with this Volvo situation here? You see this? Dude's got like a camper set up for his Volvo. And in the back, it has a tiny little motorcycle. What the hell? Are you seeing that? Okay, that's a little much for me, guys. So this is super cool. You have a midnight purple R34 GTR, and then you have a midnight purple Mark IV Supra next to it. That's a pretty cool combo, something you don't see often. Super, super clean Mercedes, classic Mercedes convertible, and even a Mercedes limo that's hammered on air ride. And once again, I told you guys, with the Ferrari show cars, bro, they are everywhere here. And as you can probably tell, I think the gates have officially opened here at Ultrace. And it's very strange to me because I'm not used to being around so many white people. I'm used to being around Thai people like this. Bro, there's so many white people here. Yeah, you're the Farang. The tables have turned, bro. Street metal in the house. He is a Farang here, believe it or not. What's this guy doing? I guess that's his morning exercise. Nice. Before I got distracted by this guy, I wanted to show you this insane NSX. Wide body, air ride. Bro, this thing is beautiful. Unreal how clean that thing is. What do you guys think about the NSXs? Wide body or stock body? Normally, I say stock body on an NSX, but this one is making me change my opinion. Oh, guys, I gotta show you this. For those that don't know, I grew up skateboarding. I spent my teens and 20s as a die-hard skateboarder. I was actually sponsored. I competed in amateur competitions. And look at this skateboard. That's an E36 skateboard. What the hell is going on here? And my main question is, can it do a kickflip? That's crazy, bro. And then again, right next to the E36, is another slammed Corvette. C4, super clean. I love the OEM style wheels that are rebuilt as multi-piece. If I'm not mistaken, this is the only R32 GTR here at Ultrace, but dude, the thing is super clean, wide body. I think this is a Pandem kit. Stance, super proper, of course, which is kind of a standard for most cars here at Ultrace. As you can tell, it's very much like a stance fitment style car show, but also they do appreciate properly built race cars with meaty fitment. And that is why Cream Pie is coming to Ultrace 2025, guaranteed. I have to figure out a way to make it happen. I haven't seen this many 8 Series at a car show ever. I actually like it in red a lot. Air Ride, BBS RSs. You can't lose with that combo. 427 Cobra on Workmeisters. No windshield either. That thing is, dude, that's wild. I love the paint too. I don't know if it comes off on camera well, but that really nice metallic green. Oh, dude. My buddy was telling me about this yesterday. Look at this. This is Misha's car.
Yeah, it's Misha's car. And he flipped over and basically the car just slid straight onto the roof into the barrier, which is why the roof is indented.
Dude, that thing is fun. The YouTuber Misha, who does Nürburgring videos, this is one of his cars, and he did this to it on the ring. Nice. Another ruined Corvette. Ruined Corvette. You'll notice what makes this one so special is the carbon rear quarter panels and front fenders. Again, properly stanced. Really, really nice car on air ride. Definitely some of the most unique and rare cars here at Ultrace are here at this booth, the Chrome Cars Racing booth. Of course, they have the John Player special race cars, but besides that, they have this. This is a real Eleanor from the movie Gone in 60 Seconds. Apparently there was only 3 hero cars in that movie. This is one of them. And next to that, the Mark IV Toyota Supra is actually from Fast and Furious 2. What's super cool about these cars is the Supra and the Eleanor both are actually totally unrestored, left as they were when the movie was actually shot. There's another Eleanor that still exists that is a manual transmission, but it's been fully restored, which me personally, I'd rather have the car as it was in the movie, imperfections and all. These guys definitely have a sick setup here at Ultrace. They have the Porsche race car, and then they have an E30 M3, which is crazy. That car is one of my favorite E30s here. And then they also over here have an E36 race car as well. Bro, look at that thing. What the hell is that? Super clean though. The Gullwing Mercedes, unbelievable. Do you understand how much this car is worth? This thing is insanely expensive. Yeah, this place is getting busy now. Look at this little Volkswagen bus thing. It's pretty crazy. Yesterday I was attempting to get my media pass for like 2 hours. I was stuck outside and I was stuck with the guys that built this Mercedes, and I was talking to them and we were trying to make our way into the event together. They just finished it a couple days ago, and this thing is dope. It's like so like 1980s Miami drug dealer. Because of the delay getting my media pass and the massive crowds that Ultrace brings out, I missed so much of this event, including the Hyundai Pony that won Best of Show. Yes, a Hyundai won Best of Show at Ultrace. I missed the secondary parking lot and the drift event, all the race cars in the paddock. But next year I will be back more prepared with Cream Pie, my own personal BMW E30. And I will see you guys at Ultrace 2025.